Hello everyone, my name is PearlescentMoon and welcome back to Hardcore. Will we die today? Well, let's find out. So I have been absolutely busy between the episodes getting all of our villages sorted out, and this may not look like many, but hey, I have a second level. Yep, I used up here too to put even more villages up top, so I pretty much have most of the enchants that I probably need at this point. There might be a couple missing, but for now, this is most of them. Now, unfortunately, I'm sure when I actually start to get this together on my gear, the XP part is actually going to be a bit of a problem, so we're going to have to factor that in as something to really obtain sooner rather than later. But hey, at least the villages are here and that's all sorted, and I can slowly work on that as time goes on. So in terms of the actual enchants that I do have, I ended up acquiring Feather Falling 4 with an extra Thorns 2 on the next level, which I probably won't use to be honest. Efficiency 4, Looting 3, Fortune 3, Power 5, which wasn't too bad. Protection 4, Unbreaking 3, Mending. Double Mending apparently, I forgot that I had Mending downstairs. Anyway, Infinity, Acro Affinity, Silk Touch, Depth Strider, and Respiration. So it's a pretty good start for what I need for the gear. Now real quick as well, in the last episode I showed the fact that I used double carpeted flooring for the villagers to stand on. However, I've since read a few comments beneath that video and have been told that you can't disable the villager AI anymore with the double carpet stuff. I mean, we used it in Hermitcraft in 1.17, so unless something has changed between the versions of 1.17 and 1.18, I would presume it still works. However, I can't be sure, so for now I just removed the carpet and opted for minecarts because it was way easier. Minecarts is of course probably going to add a little bit more lag to the situation, but we'll see how we go. I'm not on a big SMP at the moment after all, it's just me, myself and I, so it's only me that I have to deal with. If it gets too laggy later on down the line, then you know I can always try and find some kind of solution, but for now it's perfectly fine. It's not a problem. Also in the last episode, you guys remember we went on the nether journey and got all the nether wood and everything, and I used it on this building, which has been great. But now I'm like out of the warped wood here, and I really do need to get some more. And because we now have villages, I have Silk Touch. I'm gonna buy a book. I'm gonna stick that on my pickaxe, and we're actually gonna go head straight into the nether and go get a bunch of the, is it Nylium? Yes, it is indeed Nylium. I had to double check that one for myself so I wouldn't get it wrong. So yeah, so we're gonna go get some Nylium after we put this silk on our pickaxe, and that will enable us to grow our nether trees in the overworld without having to constantly make dangerous journeys back to the nether. Hopefully it should make things a lot easier. However, we should also put mending on this pickaxe. I realized I haven't actually got that yet, so let me just do that real quick as well. There we go. We are now all ready to go back into the nether just for a short journey to pick up the 2 different types of Nylium, and then we can bone meal like netherrack to get more of that. So we shouldn't need to get a whole bunch of it. Hello, my sweet, sweet nether. We are back once again to torment whatever monsters are trying to torment us. I go this way now. I'm just here to grab a little bit of stuff. You know, I don't want very much. Please, Hoglins, don't come out at me. I just, oh gosh. I forgot I don't have gold. I don't have gold on me. I didn't bring gold. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I didn't put gold on. I forget I do that every time. I didn't like that. Everything is fine. I forgot the gold. Okay, you know what? They shouldn't be at the warped biome, so I'm just gonna keep going, grab some of the warped stuff, and continue on my day. I don't know if the other warped wood needs the warped Nylium to grow on it, but I'm here anyway, so I'm gonna grab it. Okay, we have to be really careful here because this is on the edge of a nether waste biome, so let's try not to go up top. We'll just grab it from down here, and we're gonna be good, okay? Then we can get out of here, everything's gonna be great, and there's not going to be any more danger, you know? It's alright. Okay, that'll do. I'm going back now. Goodbye, world. Actually, oh, you know what? I do need some ender pearls from Enderman so we can go do the dragon at some point. I'll come back. I'll come back later in the episode to grab those. I think now is not the time without my golden helmet on my head. Alright, now that we're back home, let's get these nether tree things growing. Chuck a little bit of a netherrack down onto the ground. 1 singular block of each Nylium piece. And then a little bit of bone meal. That didn't quite work out as intended. And a little bit of bone. Okay, it's just 1 block. I kind of thought it would spread in a big pattern, but no, it's just 1 Nylium block at a time per bone meal. That seems flawed, but hey, it's okay. It's fine. I just used all my bone meal, so now I can't grow my mushroom. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. There we go. They're planted anyway. All right, we're gonna get some more nether wood in the overworld. Okay. You know what I am thinking though? I think we need a farm to get some bone meal. Now, as far as I know, I don't actually have a skelly grinder anywhere near this space. I'm pretty sure I found one in like that mountain area, but not this zone. If there is, I've completely forgotten about it and it's out of my mind entirely. Skeleton farm aside, what I was thinking, we could maybe do some sort of crop farm. And the crop farm that I think might be pretty compatible with making some bone meal is cactus. Now, you can also make some sort of automatic farm with moss, but honestly, I don't have any idea how to make one of those just yet. Maybe I'll make one down the line, but for now, I know how to make a cactus farm. Super easy, super simple, and you can direct half of whatever cactus is growing into a compost and make bone meal, and the other half is going to be green dye or whatever else you want to do with cactus. So that's definitely a farm that I think we should probably make today, but another thing that we have to do before we get that going is actually finish up the sheep farm. Because this farm could have been producing this entire time and I still haven't finished building that. So we're going to do that right now. And then afterwards, we can do the cactus farm. So at least something is producing while I'm building. Now, a sheep farm is pretty simple. I've already got the grass laid out on the inside of the actual building itself. So all I'm going to need is some observers and a dispenser. And that should pretty much do it, as well as a little bit of redstone, but not much. Let me just grab all of that. All right, I have my items and we're all good to go. So I have myself a few observers. We certainly won't need that many, but I thought I'd make them anyway because I'll use them for whatever other farm we make. Some dispensers, a little bit of glass, some redstone dust, wheat, and some lead so we can actually get the sheep up there. Now, for now, let's get this one set up. Now, I will be honest here, I can't actually remember whose like farm design this is. This is a farm that I built probably years ago from a tutorial, and I don't remember who it was by. So I claim absolutely no like design for this farm except for the aesthetics that it has. I highly recommend, searching up on YouTube a few different possible sheep farm designs if you're curious what this one is, and maybe a similar one might pop up. But this was made years ago, so I've honestly got no clue who this came from, and I highly apologize for that. Well, you know what I do need? I do need some shears, some hoppers, and I also need some hopper mine carts as well. Forgotten all about those. So after placing the observers facing towards the block of grass that the sheep are going to eat, in which case is going to be this block right here, we can set some dispensers right on top of them, which are going to activate the shears of the whole system. So when the observer goes off, that is going to activate the dispenser, that is going to shear the sheep, and it's going to be basically a giant cycle of whatever is going on there. We'll stick some redstone down the back to connect the two blocks. And then all we need to do is fill up all of these dispensers with at least some form of shears in there with the iron that I do have in this world. Once those are filled up, I'm gonna put just a little bit of glass between all the different like little sections, because this is where obviously the sheep are going to reside. So we want to separate them, make sure they can't mold into each other, and then we get to look in as well. Like we could easily make a full-on solid block in there, but then you don't get to see all the fun stuff that's going on. So I like to use glass so we can look in. And then honestly, the last thing we actually have to do is just put the sheep in there, which wouldn't be too hard. We just need to make little tiny staircases to get up top to that little area, so we can then push the sheep in and then enclose them in with a few little trapdoors because they can't open those anyway. Now, one of you are gonna be the lucky one. You're gonna get in the first little section there. Can you come with me, my little sheep friend, and don't let anybody else out? Thank you. Just come this way, step right up into a nice little quaint home. You'll love it in here. I'm sure you will. I kind of have to go on the other side of you though. You gonna come up this way? Yep, that's it. Come here. Okay, don't mind me. Take that one out of my hand, and I'm just gonna push you up. Just gonna push you up. That's all you need to do. Just okay. That didn't work out so well. We'll get there. Come on, sheep. Come on. I know theoretically I could just use some slabs. That honestly might be easier. All right, I've used slabs. Come on, come this way. I'm gonna push you all the way up there. Yeah, you can help me. That's okay. Just you get up on that slab. All right, you go all the way up to the top. Okay, be a good little sheepy. Okay, sheep has been secured. That wasn't too hard, honestly. You just need to use slabs, and that just makes it a whole lot easier to push him up there. And from here on, he should just eat the grass whenever he's hungry, and he'll get sheared. Now, ideally, I should just shear him first, because then he'll feel like he actually needs to eat the grass. Oh, nice. He already ate the grass. Never mind. See, we can already see that it pretty much works at this point. But of course, the blocks are just going to sit there. So we have to do the next stage, in which is putting down all of these minecart with hoppers, so that will actually collect whatever wool drops, and that will automatically feed into this chest right here. So let me just get this set up. I need to go get some rails though. There's always something I'm missing. I'll start building something and I just won't have all of the pieces. It's like a Lego set and one's like rolled off the table or something, you know? There's always something missing. All right, here we're gonna put down a hopper right there. We are going to stick a rail right on top of that, and then we're going to put down the minecart with hopper. Now that rail, I'm pretty sure we could break that if we wanted to, but for now, as you can see, it's already fed the white wool down into the chest, so that's all you need. It's a super simple farm design. Whoever had come up with it, if you guys find out who did this exact farm design first, give them all the credits and love in the comments below, but I just can't remember at this point. But yeah, it works really, really well, and you just leave this running for however long, you know, you need while you're building other things. So I'm just gonna get all the rest of these set up and I'll bring you guys back in afterwards. She's in. She's done, she's working. Now, unfortunately, I haven't actually dyed the sheep, so we're gonna have to do that at some point, but it's honestly a good start, and I just needed, you know, a little bit of wool to get us going in case I wanted to make a build later on down the line that needed a whole bunch of it. So that's gonna be producing while we're doing the builds, and it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. And of course, you know, there isn't very many sheep here, there's only 5 after all, but you can always continue to expand downwards if need be, but this is kind of pretty much all I need at the moment. It's gonna do the job for what I'm requiring. Now the sheep farm is done. There's a few extra little things that I want to do before getting onto the cactus farm, and that is actually just making some really fun manual crop fields around the place. At the moment, we have our buildings, and then we have cave. So what I'd really love to do is kind of just make this feel a little bit more alive by adding a few more patches of like wheat or potatoes around the place, just like this, to add a bit of color and contrast to our little cave area. I think it'll bring it together quite well. I say that every time with any build I make, but hey, it's true, right? Also, I've been taming a few cats. Any cat that turns up, I'm taming it. So there's a couple new calico cats around the area. Anyway, cats aside, yeah, so what I would love to do is put a few maybe wheat farms across the other side of the lake there, because there's not really a lot of like room to build buildings over that side anyway. As you can see, kind of observing the entirety of our cave, we have heaps of room over there, including some lovely resident slimes that we can build our structures on. But in this side, we've kind of just got walls and then the edge of the lake. So that's a pretty good place to put a few crop fields. So how about we just stick a wheat one right here. Gotta get ourselves a little bit of dirt, or grass, I guess, in this sense, because of my silk. Thank you very much. And then slowly but surely replace all of the blocks that I would like to be replaced, which is pretty much this whole section over this side, you know, bar a few little blocks here and there. I may or may not have gotten slightly carried away between the last step and, you know, this step, because considering I left it off at placing dirt, but you know, hey, we have a farm. We have a farm, all of the wheat seeds have been placed. However, you know, I fell a little bit short. So I'm gonna have to farm those over time, you know, as the wheat grows. It's already doing a pretty good job, actually. However, yeah, we now have a farm. Got a few seeds placed, growing lovely. I've decorated the place with a few little leaves around the side. I've hidden some lighting underground in the form of shroom lights, which are covered with some mossy carpet on top. And I've got the water hidden with spruce trapdoors, which blends in, you know, fairly nicely. Now this next bit here, I didn't actually plan for. It wasn't in my vision to begin with, but I finished this whole farm area and I'm just like, you know what? I've got no glowberries pretty much hanging in this cave anywhere, but I did have a few glowberries in my storage. So I thought, you know, why not droop them from this little droopy stone part right above the crop farm? And I think it's a cute little greenery in a more vertical sense than just sticking to the floor all the time. I quite like it. The longer this time goes on and the more ticks pass by in game, we'll get hopefully some berries on there, and that'll add some lovely lighting from the ceiling as well. And I quite like it. It's like a cute little farming area, you know. Once we get all the seeds filled out and maybe even build some things behind there too, it's really gonna like make it feel super cozy. So yeah, there's our new little farm area. I think it's cute. I like it. We can now move on to the next task. This next thing that I want to do here is actually more of an aesthetic choice than a farm or technical choice. But I was just thinking, I'm looking at these giant like stone disc plates overlooking our village here. From more of a realistic gravity standpoint, they probably aren't really well supported and could fall down at any time. So to add to the story of this like cool little survival base inside a cave, I figured I could use a little bit of basalt here and maybe make some industrial like supports that will keep this little bit of land up. I don't know, it could look pretty nice, but I really want to give it a go and see how it turns out. But we're done. Yeah, see, nice and easy, super quick, just made out of basalt and a little bit of polished deep slate, and we have some industrial kind of looking supports right here. And I really think it adds like a little bit of an extra element to the story that we are building down in this cave. I like it. What do you guys reckon? I think we could do a few more around the place. Let me know your feedback in the comments below. However, with all of that up, now we're finally going to get to the farm that I mentioned earlier, and that is indeed the Cactus Farm. Personally, I do think I have the perfect place for the Cactus Farm, in which case is probably down this way. We've got this little path that kind of just stops here. You know, we've got the building that just ends there as well. I would love to continue this path down and around and make this like little area almost a bit of an alcove of different structures and really interesting buildings that, you know, maybe even could have shopping or just hidden farms off to the side. Who knows? It could be endless imagination. I think this spot right here could be a perfect place for it. It's super open. I could dig back into it to make the cactus farm in the giant square tube that we need to do. And I reckon it could slot quite nicely in there. So how about we get a time lapse going, because this one's a little bit bigger than the other pieces we just did, and we'll get started. I'll see you guys afterwards. My wheat has grown. I've acquired a pair of netherite pants and a netherite axe because I was mining in the nether, and the cactus farm is mostly done. Let's go take a look. There is a brand new building on the block, and it honestly is kind of strange, but it's also fabulous at the same time, and I completely don't mind it. It's a bit of a weird style. I'm not really sure what exactly style you might call this, but we now have a new building, and as you can see, it's following along the wall, and I'm loving the vibes that I'm making. It's super colorful, all kinds of different colors mixed in there. I started using the crimson wood, which honestly is another wood that I barely use in my builds. Even some red sandstone, regular sandstone, you got your concrete, just all kinds of things going on in this build, and I don't mind it. Now there is a few details that are missing. As you can see, I'm a tad short of cactus in there, and there should be a little garden display in that front window with some bone meal up there, but they're kind of things I still have to acquire fully to finish the decoration. But I think it's looking quite nice, and I got some barrels around the place too to really add to the atmosphere. So let's go take a look inside, and I'll show you guys what I've been doing. Unfortunately, some of my copper in here is already oxidizing. I've noticed some outside have been oxidizing as well, so I got to get a bee farm set up at some point. But over here, there's just the straight up cactus farm. It goes up quite a few levels, so unfortunately I'm gonna have to wait for the farm to produce more cactus before I can put some more on the sand, but at least it is operational and it's producing somewhat. I just came down here, so it's okay, it's got two. Okay, it's something. We can replace those. There we go. See, we've already made a little bit of progress. So that will get filled up eventually, or I'll go to a desert and find some more cactus that way just to get it to its full capacity. But for now, it's running, and that's what matters. So yeah, honestly, there isn't a lot to the inside. Kind of decoration is pretty minimal in here for now, but we do have everything lit up, so we got no more mob spawning. And if we come down here too, down these little stairs, here is where the cactus is going to end up. So I have it in multiple chests, with one of them split going off in two directions. One of them goes, as you can see, goes to a composter, so that will automatically compost all of the cactus that comes down into it, and we'll send it into this little chest down there. Now I'm pretty sure this one may fill up before that happens, but you know, once we get everything going, it's going to be trucking along quite well. Or hey, we might do a moss farm to replace the bone mills for a bit quicker output. But hey, I ain't no redstoner, and this is just what I do and what I remember how to do, so it works. So yep, That's it. It's just a building to help mask up the ugliness of what would otherwise be a cactus farm. Time to move on. I think at this point, we have done enough building for today. This whole episode has pretty much been building aside from that one little tap into the nether just to get some of that nylium. But while we were also in the nether, I did of course mention that I wanted to get some pearls at some point. We are going to fight the dragon soon, and honestly, I think it's better to do that sooner rather than later because I don't want to somehow die to the dragon super later down the line when we've built heaps of stuff and basically just lose everything. So I'd rather do it earlier so I have less to kind of get attached to, even though I really do love this world. No, I don't want to lose it. I think it'll be fine. But of course, we're going to need pearls for that. So I'm going to hop back into the nether again. We're going to fight some endermen. I know I could get, you know, some stuff from piglin trading, but, you know, we like to be a kind of thrill seekers here, I guess. So we're going to do it the slightly more difficult, but not so difficult way, just for a bit of fun. Oh yes, hi. By the way, I also did a tiny bit of interior in here so it doesn't look so terrible. Hi Birdie, how you going? Let's grab that golden helmet so I won't forget it this time. I don't really want some piglins on our case on this one, and we're pretty good to go. Let's just grab a couple of blocks. I guess it's going to be tough because I seem to be pretty short on cobble, but we are good to go. Let's go hop into that nether. Just bridging across life and hardcore, you know, what could go possibly wrong? Absolutely nothing. Oh, Enderman darlings, where are you? I would like to get some pearls. I mean, I've got one right here, but I want your pearls. Oh, hello. Enderman? Hello? This is a blue biome. There's supposed to be little endermen in here. Get some wood well on me. I see you up there. I see you with your back turned to me. I will get you. I will find you. I will take your pearl. Oh, Enderman, where are you? Oh, I almost stared right at his face. I'm going to dig in here before doing that, okay? Don't be stupid, Pearl. Dig yourself a little safety hole. All right. Now you can come over. Hi, how's it going? Oh, you're gonna be super loud, aren't you? Oh, you are gonna be very, very loud. Oh, wait, where'd you go? Hello? Hello, friend? Hello? Oh, I really don't like it when they TP somewhere and then I can't fight them. Where did he go? He's very clearly, like, nearby. Hello? Oh, maybe I should have brought wood for a boat. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, there he is. Why are you down there, buddy? I'm up top. Oh, he's teleported. Ah, well, now where'd he go? This is gonna take absolutely forever if this is what I have to go through every time I want a pearl. Oh, speaking of, I don't think I have looting on my my sword, which, you know, I got looting on a villager, but I didn't put it on my sword like a dum-dum. Oh, great. Oh, there's another one there. Do you think he'll TP to me? I think he's too far across. I'm gonna make my way across that way. Just bridging across the open. What could possibly go wrong? Absolutely nothing. Yep, told you. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing go wrong doing that. It's not risky at all. Hello. I stared at you. What are you gonna do about that? Oh no, don't knock him off. I do need you to stay down here, preferably. You know, please don't fall off. Yay, a pearl! Beautiful! I really could have done this the easy way by just trading with piglins. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know. Why do I go into danger specifically when I want to keep a world? These are the questions I cannot answer, apparently. I really don't mind the warped biome. It's like, it's so peaceful in here. The only thing that can kill you basically are the endermen and any external ghasts. Otherwise, it's like, it's good, you know? I don't mind this biome at all. Boop, boop, boop. Yee, all the pearls. I got 4. All right, you know what? This is kind of turning into less of a thrill and more of just a let's find where's Waldo in the nether, basically. Hi, little dude over there. I've literally been walking around for ages, and this is what, the 6th enderman I've found, and I've only got 4 pearls, so yeah, it's not going too well. It's not scary, it's just long and grindy. So we might go back after this guy and then just trade with piglins. This isn't going too well. Let's see if this guy's gonna give me one, shall we? Boop, he did not give me a pearl. That's basically just telling me, go back home, trade with the piglin, yeah, silly little nugget. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. So I lied. On the way back, I found some more endermen. I found 3 and they all gave me pearls, plus another one, so we now have 8. All right, we're doing a little bit better than before. Okay, I'm still making my way home though. Mr. Gollum, buddy? I don't think that's where you're supposed to be, and I don't think there's any villagers in here for you to protect either. You doing okay up there, buddy? Okay, how to do it? I like how you managed to make your way all the way up there, though. That's not what you're supposed to be. Okay, well, you have fun there, my dude. You have fun, okay? Good eye, Golem. Ooh, I figured I would check just in case. For some reason, I got 9 enderpearls already in this chest. And honestly, I don't think that's all we really... Do we really need to go back in there and go get some more pearls? Because we need at least 12 for the portal in case we don't get in case we get a portal with absolutely no eyes in there. And then honestly, like, what is that? Like 5 other pearls are pretty good, so we can use for emergency backups or just for getting there in the first place. I think we're in a pretty good spot right now, you know? I think we're good. I won't go back in there after all. What I will do though is I'm gonna change all of these to ender eyes, or eyes of ender should we say, so we can use those to get to the stronghold. We're probably gonna need some more blaze powder after we get back from the dragon for potion brewing purposes or anything like that, but I think that should do us absolutely plenty. I'm gonna keep this 1 ender pearl just in case. We can always change it on the way to the stronghold, but that should do us plenty for now. Now I do hate to leave this on a sort of a cliffhanger, but we're actually kind of out of time for today to go for the dragon itself, so we'll be doing that at the start of the next episode instead. Between episodes, I'm also gonna work on my gear a little, maybe even get a little bit of netherite just to kind of, you know, bolster up ourselves a little bit. Our gear's not too bad, but it could be a little bit better, honestly. Could be a little bit better. I'm gonna be very, very much looking forward to that dragon fight and hoping for the best that we survive. I've killed the dragon probably 100, 200 times by this point, so I'm sure it'll be no problem. However, super excited. Gonna get right into that in the next episode. So that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so very, very much for watching this episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any feedback for the episode, please let me know down in the comments below. With that said, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Little pirate's excited for the dragon too. Bye, everyone.